Hello, I'm Danny and I'm from London.
Salut, c'est Antoine en direct de Paris en France.
We're here at Nelson Mandela Bridge in South Africa.
We're in the centre of Glasgow talking to Scots about what they think about sex and their sex lives.
I'm Susie Sabo, coming straight to you from Sydney, Australia.
Oi, eu sou a Priscila Nicoliello, do Brasil.
Hey, I'm Francisco Ramirez, coming to you from the middle of Times Square in New York City. I'm representing today Someone Like Me. It's a new initiative getting young people all around the world to talk more honestly and openly about sex.
We've been hitting the streets in the UK, Mexico, South Africa, USA, Brazil, Australia and Singapore. And we're finishing today in Glasgow at the MTV EMA.
Do you think people in our country talk about sex honestly?
No, they do not talk about sex honestly because sex is like this taboo thing.
I think Australia talks about sex a lot, but we don't tackle the big questions. We don't really get into it as much as we should.
Não, aumentam muito.
Je pense que c'est partagé en fait, parce qu'il y en a, oui, ils vont être ouverts et d'autres ils vont être un peu plus coincés. Ça dépend, je pense, de l'éducation aussi.
Yeah, pretty open. I think boys are a bit more open than girls.
You get all the dirty details.
Our generation onwards, the youngsters nowadays, they're getting more and more open about these kind of things.
Honestly, I don't think people in our country talk about sex openly enough.
No, I think most of them are quite reserved about it.
Someone Like Me aims to one day see a HIV-free generation. So honestly, is HIV something you think and worry about?
Yeah, I do think about it quite frequently. I know it's like a massive problem. It's something that we need to solve. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Já. É aí que eu acho que a gente é informado, bem informado. Então vai da pessoa realmente a consciência de cada um, entendeu? Acho que
Yeah, definitely. I have to say I probably don't think of it as much as one should, but it is a problem that we need to overcome as a global community.
Oh, of course I do. I come from a family of HIV, like, heavy. I have an uncle who has full-blown AIDS. I have two cousins that were born HIV positive. I have a grandmother that died from AIDS-related causes. I have a mother who has an aunt and an uncle who died from AIDS. So it's a big thing. It's really important. It's something that I think people of our generation joke around a lot with, and I think it's just not funny, and I don't think they understand because they've never like dealt with it personally. So
já pensei e espero que eu nunca tenha também. Isso é uma coisa bem grave e eu luto por eu não ter, me cuido bem, dou conselhos. É uma coisa bem ruim.
Did you get any sex ed growing up? What was it like?
I actually didn't. I never got sex ed in high school or in middle school or anything like that.
Sex ed is really like kind of brushed upon in schools. It's like, oh, let's hurry up and talk about it. But no, we should talk about it way more because there's a bunch of diseases that if you catch it, you may not be able to help yourself later on in life. So we need to talk about that way more and build way more awareness and make it okay for us to actually talk about it in this country.
Everyone, when they're young, needs to be exposed to some of the things that they may encounter, some of the problems they might encounter when they start having sex.
I feel like they kind of fluff over the really important things, so they don't really tell you like what STIs look like, what you have to do to treat them, how you get them, the proper facts about it all.
I remember in school we had maybe like a brief week of sex education. I don't even remember any of it.
Tell me, what attracts you to somebody?
If they are good looking, funny and well dressed.
Le physique.
Are you the kind of person who would have sex on the first date? Is that your style? No.
No, they have to work for it.
Okay.
Come on.
That depends.
Yeah, I have before, so I would.
Sim, por que não? Se tiver bom pros dois, rolar aquele clima, acho que é legal, não tem problema.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yes.
It depends, but probably no.
Non. Flirter le premier soir, oui, ça c'est sûr. Mais coucher le premier soir, non.
Os homens sim, mas os homens são mais safados.
Probably not.
What do you think are the main issues affecting young people and their sexual health these days? I think a lot of people are very just clueless and they just think everything will be fine, but in reality it's not. Be very honest, how often do you think about sex? Is it bad to say a lot?
Almost every minute.
Eu tento não pensar muito, pois no momento eu sou solteiro, então é complicado, né?
50? Allez.
All the time, all the time. The thing is,
we're not thinking about it, then we're talking about it.
Quite a lot. I'm thinking about sex a little bit at the moment, just in the back, but it's just what happens.
Someone like me is
cool.
Safado.
Someone like me is into like real love, real sex, you know?
Someone like me has learned a lot from my experiences.
Someone like me thinks sex is awesome.
Someone like me, je viens de parler de sexe devant des inconnus. Faites comme moi, brisons les tabous et changeons.
Someone like me is awkward.
Someone like me is
hoping to see HIV eliminated.
Someone like me is open, honest, and fearless in regards to sex.
Damn.